What is up, guys? Sports Snippets. Dennis Sullivan here. It is a Tuesday, the 6th of April as I make this video. How in the world are you doing? Here to talk about the Miami Heat. A nice little heading towards midweek type of update. I'm going to talk about the most recent game, which was a 14-point victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we will discuss that, and then I'm also going to touch on, as I did a little bit in the last video, but perhaps a little bit more specifically, the upcoming road trip that is, where the Heat will be playing some very good teams out west. Before we get started, I move a little bit closer to the camera to let you know. If you do like the content of this particular video, guys, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That would be awesome. Helps the channel. Would appreciate that. Also, if you would like to subscribe, go ahead and do so to the channel. Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. Plenty of Miami Heat on the way. Plenty of Miami Heat discussion and videos on the way. Hit the bell, notification bell, for updates on those videos as well. So let's get started. So here we go, guys. I got the snippets board. Wrote a couple of key thoughts that have been on my mind here since Saturday's victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers, 115 to 101. It was the kind of game where the Heat pretty much had to get. You're going up against a team with a losing record now at 17-32 in Cleveland, who are clearly rebuilding, in fairness to the Cavaliers. They got some good talent on that team, though. They got some nice young talent as well. I mean, plus you got some veterans. You got Kevin Love still starting for that team and playing well. So Cleveland's certainly not a pushover type of team at all. They're probably a little bit better than their... Actually, not probably. They are a little bit better than their record would indicate. So, nice win by the Heat. Nice win by the Heat. You get one at home. They shot the ball very well. It was a balanced attack, which I'll get into first. Very balanced attack. Good offensive execution, good shot selection. It was certainly enough to get the job done. So as we get started, guys, want to get started here with the word balance that I wrote down. Oh yeah, there was plenty of that on Saturday, as of course the Final Four was being played Saturday. So it was like, you know, thanks to modern technology, you could either go back and forth, or you could check on this later, things like that. What a great Final Four. Not going to get off the subject here, but Miami Heat had business to take care of at the same time, right? So when we talk about balance, guys, we're talking about 7 players, 4 starters, including 3 players on the bench that would score in double figures. Plus Oladipo would have 8, so he just missed double figures. Would have been the 8th player to reach double figures in Saturday night's win. Balanced scoring attack was certainly there. When you get that, you're usually not going to have someone score like 30 points. Leading the Heat was Bam Adebayo and Duncan Robinson with 18 points each. I'll get back to the breakdown and how that all worked out in just a moment. I did put the number 3. The 3 stands for newcomers to the Heat who are already proving to produce consistently and effectively. Mainly Trevor Ariza played very well again. So did Nemanja Bjelica, who also scored double figures, played well. And Oladipo, the other newcomer, plenty of good things on the way for him. He's playing a little bit of a conservative role offensively. I don't expect that to hold up for much longer. I expect him scoring at least near the mid-teens, 14, 15 a game, probably a little more than that, guys. So, maybe not necessarily the big 3. We'll call these guys, how about this? The new 3. The new 3 looking good and consistently looking good. Bjelica got 3 games now. I mean, he's playing good off the bench. I mean, get 8 to 10 points out of him, 6, 7 rebounds. I mean, what's not to like about that? Coach Spoelstra, of all the coaches in the NBA, he's got to be one of the top coaches when it comes to getting minutes for the key guys, distributing the minutes, who's going to play, who he's going to bench, things like that. We haven't seen much of Kendrick Nunn lately. That was a concern earlier in the season. I myself, as a Heat fan, am a big Kendrick Nunn fan. I don't like seeing him not playing, but you know what, guys? There's an old saying. It goes a little something like this. That's a good problem to have, meaning, although I'm not happy that Kendrick Nunn isn't playing much, a good problem to have, meaning you just don't have enough minutes for good players. It is a good... on the whole, it is a good problem to have, right? So, Coach Spo, and that's why I put him at number 3. We can certainly count on him. He's very good when it comes to that topic. Of course, we can count on him as a good coach, but we can certainly count on him making sure the right players get the right amounts of time and mixing and matching up those lineups. He's very good at that. I'm going to get to point number 4 in a moment. First, let's do a quick recap of Saturday's victory. Again, 115-101 over the Cavaliers. As mentioned, Duncan Robinson would play well again. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Bam was nice again. 18 double-double for him. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. Jimmy Butler, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, and 2 steals. Trevor Ariza, 15 points, 2 rebounds. He also had Victor Oladipo. Not a big scoring game, but a nice all-around game. He had 8 points. He had a rebound, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So Oladipo filling up that box score. Dragic off the bench. Nice having him back. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Jalika, as mentioned, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I really like to see that. Tyler Hero, again effective off the bench, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Precious Achiuwa did not play much. Only played about 9 minutes. But he would finish with 6 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a block. That's pretty productive in only 9 minutes, guys. I know that Achiuwa is like the project of the team. I certainly get it. But I mean, guys, you know, he really was effective. I mean, that's productivity for you. And I know that they're bringing him along kind of slowly. I would still, I don't want to sound too picky here, but I would like to see Precious Achiuwa just get a little more time. Can we get him like 15 to 17 minutes a game? Okay, maybe we can't get him 20. That was my first wish way back when, as you may recall. Can we get him 15 to 17 minutes? I mean, is that asking too much? Max Struss and Gabe Vincent did not play much at all. They just played the last few minutes at the very end of the game. Max Struss would have an assist. Gabe Vincent would score 2 points. For the Cavs, with the loss, moved to 17-32. Colin Sexton had a very nice game. 26 points. He's good. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Isaac Okoro, 17 points, 3 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. You had Darius Garland, who had a very nice game. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Kevin Love had a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Deion Wade at 3 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. Taurean Prince off the bench was big for the Cavs. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Isaiah Henderson had 9 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. You had Matthew Dellavedova, remember him from the finals in the LeBron years. 3 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. C.D. Osman would have 2 points and 2 assists for the Cavs. So, and then in this game, guys, Miami shooting very nice. Just under 54% from the field. Cleveland finished a little bit better than 47% from three-point land. The Heat were pretty good. Not spectacular, but certainly good. I mean, they were just under 40%. 15 for 38. Cavs only 10 for 31, a little over 32%. The Heat would have 10 more assists than the Cavs. They would win in that department 35-25. Again, the Heat moving the ball, playing good team basketball, getting the good shots. Sports Snippets likes to see that. Keep that up. Also, in the department of turnovers, guys, turnovers. Not a huge advantage for the Heat, but they would win that battle as well by turning over the Cavs 15 times, while they would only turn it over 11 times. So you had a +4 advantage in turnovers. Leading us to point number 4, which pretty much leads us into point number 5. As a matter of fact, I'm going to switch these up, guys. I'm going to put point number 5 in that we have Memphis tonight, Tuesday night, and then you got the Lakers also at home coming up a little bit later in the week. As a matter of fact, that's on the 8th, Thursday, against the Lakers at home. Then, let's go to point number 4. 11 to 16 stands for April 11th to April 16th. Mark your calendars now. April 11th to April 16th. When sports snippets? Now. Mark those calendars, because here's the lineup of road games for the Heat. On the 11th, they play the Portland Trailblazers. These are all road games. The 13th at Phoenix against the Suns. At the next night, the 14th, at Denver against the Nuggets. And then to round out the 4-game road trip, a little bit of a break, but by that point the Heat are going to probably be like winded, I would think. I mean, they're going to be like they just played a best of 7 against the Lakers at that point. The 16th, they play the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road. So just to recap that, you got 3 really good West Coast teams. The 11th at Portland, the 13th at Phoenix, the 14th at Denver, the 16th at Minnesota. Key stretch right there, guys. And what I am a little bit concerned, a little bit of a red flag, because the Heat haven't really been together very long. So to go on a very difficult, meaning this new team with the new additions, we're only talking a couple of games, and now you're going to be going right out west, playing some of the better teams in the Western Conference. I mean, Phoenix is your second best team, the second best record in the West. So that'll be a big test. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. If you can get a split out of those 4 games, you've got to be happy with that. So leave me a comment. Leave me some comments on how you think we'll do on that West Coast trip. I want to hear your thoughts. Heat moved to 26 and 24. Things are looking good. Definitely looking good for a 4 or 5 seed at this point, in my humble opinion. Ideally, you want to get that 4th seed because you want to get that home court advantage in the first round. So for now, this is Dennis Sullivan saying I will see you, yes you, real soon. We'll talk soon, Miami Heat. Bye for now.